Hello, it is Saturday, September 23rd, 2023. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Saturday crossword today, so it may well be the trickiest crossword of the week. We'll have to find out. It does look actually like a very open grid, so we may have some long words and, I don't know, maybe some complex answers. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it might be a tricky puzzle. That's it. And today's possibly tricky crossword has been brought to us by Alan Blunder, Mitchell Turek, Camtron, and as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster and the incredible Horan family. So thank you so much to the 5 of them benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign for their generous support. They are, of course, sustaining this channel, bringing us this series. Very grateful to them for that. So thank you to those 5. Thank you to everybody who is a patron of the Daily Solve. And if you would like to consider doing so yourself, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the link in the description field. There you can find the bonus videos available to patrons, including yesterday's most recent mini puzzle pseudo speed solve. I did get some better times this week than I have been in past weeks. So a bit of an improvement, I'd say, for that edition. Enjoy that if you're a patron. And of course, there's the official mug for benefactors. Thank you again to everybody who does support the channel. I really do appreciate it. And you can also support the channel by subscribing on YouTube. That is a big help. And you could also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. There's a link in the description field to that friendly chat community. So having said all that, let's get on to the puzzle. This is a debut Saturday construction by Robert Charlton. So welcome to him. It was edited, as always, by Will Shorts, and it will be a themeless crossword. So let's start solving and see how we get on. Oh, wow, this really is an open grid, isn't it? Look at this. 6 grid-spanning answers. That is something. 2 triple stacks, I think these would be called. McTwist for 1. Is that a limited edition McDonald's hamburger or something? I have absolutely no idea. I've never heard of that. Arraignment, e.g., I don't know, maybe a court summons or something? No, I'm not sure. Designation on old U.S. maps. Old U.S. maps. Maybe some sort of something dealing with territory, with areas that were U.S. territory but not states at that time. Not sure. Jimmy of NYPD Blue. Absolutely no idea. I've never seen that. Blind things. Love is blind. I don't know. Love by another name. This might be a tough one. Stuff. Cram, to stuff something into a container, to cram it in there. Not sure. Banal. Could be inane or silly. Silly, less likely for banal. The merciful man, blank good to his own soul. The merciful man, doest good to his own soul? I don't know. I mean, it's possible. Star Wars title. Darth? Is a kind of title that exists in the Star Wars universe. Doeth? The merciful man doeth good to his own soul. Then this could be Darth, as in Darth Vader. Blind things. Blind bats. Blind races that require a swimsuit and a bike for short triathlons, tries. McTwist for 1. I have no idea what a McTwist is. I'm very curious. Oh, this could be territory. Designation on old U.S. maps. Kansas territory. I'm trying to think what would be possible examples there. Teller, perhaps. I'm not sure. A rat. Someone who tells on you, that could be it. You know, who rats on you, who grasses on you. McTwist for 1. What on earth is this? So it looks like this at the end. This TR will begin a new word. I'm not sure. All at once. In one go. Would be sort of surprising if one and once were both present. So maybe not. Arraignment. Classic song with the lyric, girl, you made me love you, and now, your lovin' man has gone. I've probably heard it. I can't think off the top of my head. And like some ignition systems, dry fuel or something, grasping at straws there. Okay, we'll have to keep going. What might be found in a bed? Could be a flower bed, obviously. Could be a bed on which you sleep. Cot doesn't make sense. What might be found in a bed? Lout. An oaf or someone crass. A rake. A lout. A clod. I can't think of anything of the proper length. That's infuriating. Upgrades or downgrades? Probably at least ends with an S. Wasted states. Is it the state of being wasted, being sort of in the sense of being intoxicated? Or is it waste as in kind of misuse? Whether Final Fantasy figures. I mean, presumably these will be characters, I guess, from the video game series, but I don't know. Probably ends with an S again. Like some ignition systems. Let's see. Wasted States, NL West team, not the person to ask. Will be a sports team. Equal at the start. ISO, prefix meaning equal. Rooster for roasting. A capon. Yield. I hope that's right. Wasted States. Stupors? Yeah, you could be in a stupor. You could be wasted and in a stupor. Calliope and Urania, among others, are muses. Right, there we go, mythologically. Final Fantasy figures. What is this? Mages? Are there mages? That would seem plausible in a fantasy setting. All at once. Maybe it is in one go. I'm very surprised by that. Usually, I wouldn't expect to have. I mean, once and one are essentially different forms of the same word, and I'm just surprised to have that in both the clue and the answer. But it seems like it fits. Yield. If you yield territory, you could cede it to another state or something like that. Love by another name. Nil. Right. Love is in the score of nil in tennis, and then. Low rider, easy rider. What is this? I don't know. That's frustrating. Oh, keyless ignition systems in modern automobiles. Right. Okay. Yes. I've never actually. Well, I don't own a car, but when I did, I didn't ever own one that had that, so it didn't occur to me. All right. McTwist for one. Oh, a drink? Is it a drink, not a sort of hamburger or something? Oh no, never mind. That says trink, not drink. Trick? I don't know what this is, this McTwist. I'm very, very, very curious. Okay. Boy, I need to make some progress. This is not going well. Small simian that's one letter away from a small computer program. That's one letter away. Apelet? Right, okay. And that's similar. So a small simian, a small simian, and an ape. Again, I've never heard the word apelet, but that's very funny. It's like the word samlet, which is a small salmon. It's a part of the life cycle of a salmon, I think, maybe. I learned that from the listener crossword. Anyway. This is one letter away from an applet, which is a small computer program, a small app, a small application. You don't really see the word applet anymore because now so many things these days are basically things that once would have been considered applets, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe an applet was a sort of little plug-in or something. Anyway, I don't know, but I think this is the answer. Blind things. Oh, slats, as in blinds on a window. Upgrades or downgrades? Re-rates. If you maybe re-rate someone, you give the score an upgrade or a downgrade. That could be the answer. Oh, some kind of McTwist a card trick? Yeah. Must have nothing to do with McDonald's whatsoever. Declines to participate. Cuts out. Lout. A brute. There we go. That's what I'm looking for lout there. Merlin was one, some say. A druid. I suppose, yeah. You could hypothesize about that in the King Arthur legends. First name of Russia's leader 1991 to 1999, and of Britain's leader 2019 to 2022. That would be Boris, of course. Weather. To bear out. No, will no, not bear out. Will wait out the weather. Will weather the storm. Will wait out the storm. It could be wait out. Doesn't quite have the implication I'm looking for. You want a sense of enduring it actively, not just sitting around. And I just can't think of the word. It's frustrating. It'll seem so obvious in retrospect. NL West team. Arizona, maybe? Seems very likely with his RI. Makes. Barbecue specialty ribs. Simon Bolivar's birthplace. Birthplace specifically. That's a very particular question. Let's see. Can I get any crosses on that? Sporting event that started as a religious ritual. Interesting. Some sort of ride. Makes. Earns, as in money. Yes. Queen of Naboo in Star Wars. Ooh, don't think I remember that. I don't know. I don't remember that. A sporting event that started as a religious ritual. Neural transmitter. Axons in the brain. Oh, could this be corrida? Is that the bull run? Corrida. I hope I'm remembering this correctly. That could be it. That could be the answer. Let's check the crosses, see if that helps. Rust producer, oxidizer, a rust producer, oxidation. Why can't I think what this is? I don't know. Father of William the Conqueror. Oh, I don't know. Robert the First, maybe? This would be William the Duke of Normandy. I don't particularly remember the name of his father. Fruit punch could be aid, as in, sort of lemonade or something like that, I would think. And certain drink mixer. Certain drink mixer. Could be quite a few possibilities here in general. I'm not sure. Like the writing of Chinua Achebe and Mahatma Gandhi. Anti-colonialist? Anti-colonialist? That could well be the answer. I would feel fairly confident about that being at least a valid answer, whether or not it is the answer. Oh, an oxidant? Rust producer, an oxidant, something that oxidizes. That sounds... Oh, Caracas, Venezuela. Of course, Caracas. That should have been my first thought. Oh, that's annoying. Anyway, there we go. That's Simon Bolivar's birthplace. Certain drink mixer, carbonated water? I mean, you wouldn't usually say carbonated water. You'd usually say and soda. But... or I don't know, maybe seltzer or something. But yeah, carbonated water is certainly a drink mixer. Let's see if that holds up. Pen name. Bic is a brand that manufactures pens. Soulmate is question mark. So maybe it's referring to Soul the fish. I'm not sure. Cretaceous critters. So animals from the Cretaceous period. I haven't looked at this yet. Bone breakers, perhaps. Sticks and stones. Very good. That at least was fairly straightforward. As they say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Something of a questionable claim. Soulmate. Cretaceous critters. Queen of Naboo in Star Wars. Oh, Amidala. That does ring a bell. There we go. I don't remember which of, maybe it was from all of those prequels. I can't remember, but there we go. What a pickup might pick up. Question mark. So probably not a pickup truck. Or maybe it is, and the punniness is around something else. So the question mark is a pun indicator. Something here is being used in a sort of cute way or linguistically clever way. National park in southwest Texas. I'm not sure. Word processor. So something that spins around, a food processor, maybe a blender? Yes, there we go. So word processor, if you said it aloud, you would think word processing software, typing, document typing software like Microsoft Word or Google Docs or something. But in fact, it is spelled as something that whirs around, and we have the pun indicator. So a blender in a kitchen. Bill collectors are tills at at a store where the banknotes are collected. Slaves away, old style. Moils. This is a sort of archaic. Well, I don't know that I've ever seen this in the New York Times crossword before, actually. But moils is basically an archaic word that means toils, believe it or not. Fairly certain that's correct. That's funny, seeing it here. National Park in Southwest Texas. Something end could be, maybe. Big something. What a pickup might pick up. Sounds of success. Why don't I see what that is? Queen's We Will Rock You, originally. Originally? What does that mean? A side, maybe it was a side A. I think it was maybe it was a B side. I think We Will Rock You. Oh yes, that's right. It was the B side because the song We Will Rock You by Queen, I'm fairly certain was written as sort of the outcome of a conversation between Queen's singer Freddie Mercury and Queen's guitarist Brian May, and they both decided to write a kind of big anthem sort of song, a kind of song to get you pumped up. And Freddie Mercury wrote We Are the Champions, and Brian May wrote We Will Rock You, and they went out on the same single as the A side and B side, which I think is incredible. I think it's amazing to me that they set themselves that challenge, and they both ended up becoming completely iconic songs used as anthems regularly, and yet are incredibly different. They're so different musically. It's absolutely extraordinary. We Will Rock You is such an unusual, interesting rock single. Anyway, Cretaceous critters, dinosaurs, there we go. Sounds of success. Dings. Oh, right, sure. Ding, 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 success. So a pickup might pick up 1 ton, right? Okay, it was a pickup truck, it seems as though that's what it is referring to. So what is the question mark there for? I suppose because it's not referring to a specific thing it might pick up, but sort of an amount, and that's, I guess, slightly punny when it comes to the word what. I'm not really sure. Not punny, but sort of maybe linguistically loose. And the national park in Southwest Texas must be Big Bend. All right, there we go. Given a hand dealt in, so literally dealt into a card game. Given a hand of cards. Reagan Attorney General Ed Meese was Ronald Reagan's Attorney General. Dutch city with a palindromic name. Palindromic is helpful because I already have the first letter, which means I have the last letter, because a palindrome is a word that is spelled identically in either direction. So, Eid, I'm sure it's not pronounced that way. Ede, maybe, I'm not sure. Most hotels in Las Vegas are resorts, I suppose. Don't really exactly know what defines a resort versus a hotel in that context, but it seems plausibly the answer. Paul Imes must have founded the pet food company Imes. I didn't know that was the name of the founder, Paul Imes, but I suppose it is. Author Italo Calvino, who wrote Cosma Comics, and he is an Italian author and all sorts of other things, who wrote many strange kind of, I don't know, maybe sort of Barkhesian kind of books. Great Pope who negotiated with Attila the Hun. Saint Leo, I suppose, the Great must be. And then beat the buzzer is swat. So you swat a fly, a buzzing insect. Okay, weather to... why do I not see what this is? It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, what about this? Have I looked at this recently? Arraignment, e.g. Oh, a court appearance? Maybe this isn't cuts out. Oh, it is court appearance. Right, okay. Well, at least it seems as though it is. So declines to participate is opts out. That's much better than what I had. Oh, it's a snowboard trick or a skateboard trick? It's a skateboard trick. Oh, that does sound like a name of a skateboard trick. It just sounds like it would be. I mean, I didn't actually know it, but it sounds like it absolutely would be. Kickstarter. Not sure about that. Decluttering method featured on Netflix. Is it the Kondo? What is her name? Is it Marie Kondo? Kondo what? I don't know. Kondoism? Kondoing? Kondo? I'm not sure. Like some classes. Audit. You could audit a class. You could sit in even if you're not officially enrolled. Oh, Indian territory on old U.S. maps? I suppose that would be on old U.S. maps. Deodorant brand ban, I guess, must be a deodorant brand. I don't think I know it. GPS guesses ETAs, estimated times of arrival. Jimmy, oh, no. Oh, wait a second. Con Marie, I have heard of this. It's a kind of inversion of her name. And this is Jimmy Smits, who I certainly, I can picture him in my head. I've never seen NYPD Blue, but there we go. He's an actor of whom I've heard. So, banal is trite. There we go. Should have thought of that as a possibility. If you're stuffed, you're sated. You're full. You've eaten enough. And then Kickstarter, scissor kick is a kind of kick. There we go. So that would be a starter for the word kick. Sometimes when you get things like this, starter, it means, or ender, things like that. It could just mean a word that goes before or contextually after the other word and has nothing to do with the concept of sort of kickstarting something. What might be found in a bed? Or is that terminology used for finding a sort of load of ore, a bed of ore? Maybe. Oh, right, it is, because I never filled in scissor. I forgot about that. So whether to ride out the storm, that is what I was looking for. That is exactly the phrase I was looking for and completely unsuccessful in finding. Anyway, there we have it. That was the New York Times crossword. And indeed, it was a Saturday crossword. I found this, I certainly did find this trickier than any other puzzle this week, I think, as far as I can recall. And yeah, these really nice triple stacks here. Really, I always find this incredibly impressive. I mean, it really is something to get all of this in. I mean, I suppose we had, I don't think I saw this clue. Yes, I didn't. Trash talk to diss somebody. So, we have these short little words, these 3-letter words, in order to facilitate getting these very long answers in. But they're pretty reasonable. Ban, rat. I mean, bick and diss maybe slightly less, I don't know, sort of real sounding as words, but they're both pretty legitimate. I mean, this is a common brand and this is a common slang term. Anyway, there we go. It was a very, RE ISO, I guess, are better examples of that. Anyway, I don't mean to be picking nits because this is a very impressive grid and it gave me quite a challenge. Really nice debut from Robert Charlton, I would say. And yeah, it's just a very open, airy grid. I always find them intimidating when I see them. And I suppose for in some cases, at least in this case, for good reason. But there we have it. That was the Saturday puzzle. I hope you enjoyed it and let me know how difficult you found it. This did feel like the toughest puzzle of the week to me. And as I suggested I would yesterday, I am indeed going to check out the comments on clues from yesterday's puzzle. So let's do that now. There were not many. So we have from Stephen Giblin the answer as to the relevance of lime being the eponymous name of Lyme, Connecticut, and it is eponymous because it refers to Lyme disease, the tick-borne disease first identified in Lyme, Connecticut. So thank you for that. I've certainly heard of Lyme disease. I don't know why it didn't occur to me to say that aloud as a possibility. I suppose, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it didn't occur to me. But anyway, there we have it. Lyme, Connecticut, eponymous for Lyme disease. And Old Footer asks, was it not de Gaulle who said that about France and cheese? And that was the quotation about the impossibility of uniting a country with 265 different kinds of cheese. And indeed, it does seem to be attributed to de Gaulle. There are a few different versions of the quote around dealing with uniting a country or leading a country, but seems likely that de Gaulle said something to that effect. And honestly, when I read that comment, was it not de Gaulle who said this? My first thought was, well, yes, that seems extremely in character for Charles de Gaulle. So either he said it or somebody very appropriately attributed it to him, because it seems quite in character. Anyway, there we go. That was the video for Saturday. That was today's crossword. I'll be back tomorrow for the Sunday edition, which will be a longer, jumbo-sized grid, so with a theme. So do look forward to that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Saturday. Take care.